All right, YouTube. Hey, something kind of funny from the Democrat comedy show known as the Democrat Debate last night. You know, Kamala Harris went after dopey Joe Biden. And not that dopey Joe needs, or deserves any of my defense, but she went after his nonsense about segregation. And I am not defending segregation. However, she attacks him for this. And Dopey Joe just sat there and tried his best to, ward it off. And here's what's interesting. Kamala Harris apparently she made this claim that she was like the second black student that was part of this forced busing desegregation thing, way back in the day. And she benefited from this forced busing, slash desegregation. But what do we have today from blacks today? The Miss, Kamala Harris constituency that she represents, the oppressed black people. Go Google how many colleges now are allowing blacks to have their own commencement ceremonies, their own graduation ceremonies for black-only students. Isn't that segregation? Why are blacks segregating themselves at commencement time? Why is that? Isn't it interesting? Now, I would love to know how many of these people, these black graduates, who favor these black-only graduation ceremonies, how many of them got into these colleges because of affirmative action? That's what's so interesting about this to me. We hear this affirmative action nonsense, and, well, we have to be equal. How is it equal when you have a different standard to admit black students or Hispanic students than you do whites or Asians? How is that fair when you use a lower standard to admit minority students? Isn't that a liberal de facto way of saying you're not as smart as white and Asian students, so you need the government to make this, to lower the standards for you to get in, to make it fair? We have all these programs for you. And we had to desegregate schools to make it fair. But now they turn around and they segregate themselves. I'd like to ask these black-only graduations. Me as a white man, as a cracker, am I not good enough to walk across that stage with you? Is that what you're saying? Because frankly, in a conservative world with me, if you get into a college using the same criteria as I got into college, and you do what's necessary to graduate, you get to walk across the same stage as I did. That's fair. But don't start bellyaching to me about segregation when you're the one saying that, well, our students are too dumb, we have to lower the standards and have all kinds of quotas to get you into college, and then when you graduate, you get to have your own black-only graduation. How racist and segregated is that nonsense, Kamala Harris? I'm curious, Kamala. Did you have affirmative action growing up? Are you saying that all these other black people aren't as smart as you as a black woman? Or is it that you slept your way to the top with Mayor Willie Horton out there? Is that what you did? You were his chew toy and that's how you got to the top? I mean, I'll tell you what, don't lecture me about segregation when it's you, Kamala Harris, that are enabling segregation. Except now it's blacks segregating themselves from whites. But anyone, come on, tell me I'm not qualified or I'm not capable of walking across a stage with black people. Explain why I shouldn't. You're the segregationist. The Democrats have come full circle. They are now, just like they were the slaveholders, now they're the segregationists. Okay? That's a fact. Kamala Harris is a dangerous woman, and frankly, I don't care about her accomplishments. She's not very damn smart. I don't care how many punny little lines she had. She's not a very smart woman. She's actually very angry, very bitter, and she'd make a horrible president for this country. Thanks for watching.